have some fun there.
I am so insanely glad that the chat is not visible for anyone that is watching this stream, because I'll just stop it right there. But it's typical Dutch humor in a sense, and especially people who don't speak Dutch type humor.
Well, thankfully, I don't understand a single word of that particular language. We would have the Gaelic in the form of the Rockets here, but hello, it's speeds time.
The man of any streams gets the goal this time around. HYDERR tried to put MIKEBOY out of the way. It wasn't even necessary in the end. Ball just rolls on in. So whatever speed took a bit to do, it eventually has helped him score the first goal.
I was too busy tying the shoelaces, that's why.
To the sides, MIKEBOY from the ceiling straight on down. Trying to get another touch and into the middle. HYDERR can't get it himself. Ball into the air. TXMPER gets it forward once again. Can HYDERR get a quick counter-attack going, slowing it down. Good shot on target. Just a tiny bit too high anyway, but MIKEBOY, good save for himself.
Good secondary touch into the middle, blocked again by, of course, the aforementioned goal scorer. It has been Bellingham, who has been on our streams for 3 consecutive games. This is their 4th here on the Rocket. Provided some decent moments here, but this is nervy. Double commit here in speed. What a chain to get into the play here.
HYDERR gets it over 1, but can't get it over 2, so picking into the air. Doesn't have a lot of boost though, has to force a 50, but if in the end speed just says, come to me, just give it away, I want the ball. And THQOZ wants to show off some mechanics. The man that I've been looking at the most during these weeklies. THQOZ has been such an insane talent.
Johnson, the talent range box, still in the storm as far as I'm aware. Been providing some decent performance as well. Old players in the form of Econ has been doing well as MIKEBOY gets that one cleared away. The old guard has been slipping down here, but tonight in the form of speed and of course TXMPER showing what they've got in talent, but it's HYDERR who will get that eventual save.
MIKEBOY looking for pass to the middle, can't find a connection. HYDERR finds the connection with TXMPER, but the ball just bounces up into the middle once again. THQOZ from the sidewall looking for a second touch with speed, just paints it away. Doesn't want anything to do with it, as though takes it a bit slower. Just wants the control. Are we gonna see another game where we just see ego challenges after ego challenges?
No.
This man, I want Speed's eyesight. The way he completely reads the bounce perfectly is, yeah, it's something else.
Well, you can have mines, don't you, where that was bouncing. No. No, that's alright. Just us older players to be able to read the game perfectly out there, but Spooks will probably disagree because we've been in tournament and competition, and frankly, he's seen a few whiff balls here. We have yet to see a major play onto that one. TEHQOZ or the MIKEBOY, nothing happening there as TXMPER. Well, of course, you get beaten onto that one.
To the side, though. Can't get a connection to it. Again, it's just a 50-50 game. Once again, just ego challenge after ego challenge. HYDERR now going into the air. Will we see another ego challenge? Of course, we will see another one, but HYDERR drops it down low. Smart little play. MIKEBOY banks it away, just booms it away. Doesn't want nothing to do with it. And then this 50 just goes fully the other direction, but into the hands of MIKEBOY. Can't get a fast speed though, because the man has patience like no other.
TXMPER with one touch, not ideal into this one. Faulting around with HYDERR just moving across here, touches into middle, and suddenly you would wonder what THO is capable of doing. Cut at the middle of the field, and just like that you'll be wondering what's going to be occurring. Decent bump, the middle of the field just being, of course, being tested.
MIKEBOY from the ceiling straight on down, needs a bit of help there though. THQOZ doesn't get a good touch out of it though, and THO in an awkward position himself right now. THO banks it forward once again. TXMPER into the middle. Look for a second touch himself, can't follow it up though. All straight on down. It seems like it's just a bit of time waste management right now from Belligol, because they're just booming the ball away, keeping it out of reach for the defenders from Sus. HYDERR gets this one out of reach from the defender.
Well, HYDERR just with a perfect bit of read and control. MIKEBOY technically off his line, but can you blame him? How often do you simply get that particular, shall we say, situation? But you know what? Fair play to the man.
the air. MIKEBOY looking for a second touch, drops it down low. HYDERR, big booming ball once again, though. And it's just balls like that, Danny. They're just wasting so much time. Here as well, this ball from HYDERR. Again, time wasting. This ball into the hands of THQOZ. Finally, a good ball into the middle. This one should be scored. There's 3 players right there. THO does it by himself. Doesn't want to gift it to his teammate. And gets the first goal for his team.
What a time to grab it as well. It could just be a simple situation here where something has to be occurring. Although if you're going to lose game 1 here, it's what can you grab, and that 1 goal will be doing well enough to hit something on the board.
TXMPER into the middle once again. MIKEBOY can get the control actually. THQOZ now has to help him out though, looking for Speed. Speed doesn't care, just drops around him. And this booming ball forward once again into the hands of Speed. We saw it last time, we see it again. Beautiful play coming out from Bellygold.
And it's the hat-trick man himself. He's very consistent at showing up in the big matches when he has to, and frankly, this is what you want here. So do you know what? Speed is doing what Speed does best here. 3 goals, 3 times. Can he maybe do more of it later tonight, of course?
Back in the old days, when he first won his very first LAN, I believe, with the likes of Yuki and Cookster, I believe it was back then. He was still playing a similar style like he is right now. Very much the goal-heavy player, trying to get you those simple, quick goals, non-stop getting them through the net, like those doing right now, but he can't find the connection, whereas Speed can.
You weren't obviously born there because you got one of the players wrong.
Which one did I get wrong? It's been a long while, Danny. What?
Yukio. It was Mystic and Cooks. Yukio went away to Dignitas, if you don't remember that big move and everything else.
Yeah, I do remember. It's been so long, Danny.
It's been so long and you forgot one of the greatest players in this esports, Mystic.
Mystic is still around. I believe as a coach, right?
I can't comment at the moment, but yeah.
Speed. Trying to get another one through his name. This one's saved by THQOZ. The ball is being dropped finally onto the ground. And we see a controlled win from Bellygold once again, Danny. It's the same thing we saw last time around in the last game as well. They're taking control, they're getting the goals they need to, and again, the shots amount.
Well, again, we could sit here and look at it and dissect it. Is the shot amount good? Is it saves going on one end of it? But it's simply control. Once you have the pitch locked down here in their previous quarter-final game, I believe Psycho mentioned it earlier about how many times we're peppering the shots at that time. So has really generated nothing on offense where we can sit here and say it's been worthwhile mentioning.
You are right. I think so. It's thinking maybe a bit too simplistic. I would like for TXMPER to show his mechanical side maybe a tiny bit more, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen much this series so far, but it's also being blocked out by the ego challenges out of Bellygold non-stop, which has made it very, very hard to do anything really.
Is that the new coach's slang that's going around? Ego challenges. I've been hearing it more and more often.
It's a thing that's becoming more and more of a necessity in the higher ranks, because it's just simply you have to go for an ego challenge just to force the enemy to do something with the ball. As you see right here with the flip reset from Speed, this ball back into the middle. MIKEBOY is quicker than TXMPER, but doesn't hit the ball, Lenny.
I remember back in the day, this used to be called applying the pressure on unforced errors, but that just shows you that the times have been changing, and the tide, as of course with TXMPER and Speed, he'll drop back to allow the fellow Dutchman to have his say as Speed will be in the final third. The Italian, he's been arguably quiet for the large part here of the second game here, but only about a minute played so far.
Oh, Speed, beautiful pass to TXMPER. But this flick from the man is a piece of art.
Oh, you want to talk about things that are beautiful, that gleamed to perfection. Very much what Speed used to do quite well back in the day, 2018, when the likes of Red Reserve, when he was under that particular name, but the banner, TXMPER, trying to be control, second play, and you know, I have to give credit here to HYDERR, didn't throw himself onto the ball, realized it was a lost situation, and still trying to keep his team with some form of field positioning.
Going for the solo play now, wanted out of him, but TXMPER still getting that one final touch to make it harder to deal against. This time around, TXMPER hitting it forward, just trying to get it away into an awkward position, though. Has a lot of boost still left in his tank. Gets the flick up into the air, looking for a second touch. Double commit coming out, though, from the Belligal side. They have to be careful. Now is the opportunity for MIKEBOY to create some damage for his team. This is a beautiful pass, though. Was ready with the 50, getting it to the side.
So, dropping this one, no, he will have the touch. Wrong decision. Free clearance as TXMPER second, third, and the fourth. It will be posted, rejected. HYDERR won't be there. Speed with a shot on target, but mind you, right at the keeper.
Tell it's coming. Something is starting to boil for this Belligal side. Their mechanics are starting to show. The mechanics are starting to shine. It's just a matter of time before we see another insane goal happening. But MIKEBOY just slowing it down, doesn't want to give them that time. Speed, banging it forward once again, though, to the side, into the hands of THQOZ, looking for pass to the middle to MIKEBOY. Maybe a bit dangerous though, Danny.
Could be, but what was a potential chance hasn't been ideal, as this ball just lurks around here. TXMPER still keeping into the corner, and just like that, both sides here fending each other, gathering the information of what is potentially the option here, and that's a good demo. But again, space is important, and is MIKEBOY going to give this first opportunity? Well, not with speed around.
Speed blocking it off once again. The man is a brick wall this game. But though, trying to maybe move that brick wall, maybe a bit further back, but can't get it past to his teammate. HYDERR just banging it forward once again. MIKEBOY no control found, just banging it away. That's not how you're gonna find those goals. Just TXMPER into the air, HYDERR up there, but no one there to finish off the shot. But it's just slowly appearing, slowly being built as MIKEBOY slowly builds this up to THO, but blocked off by the goalman himself.
Far too obvious, both of those last two touches by either side here as THQOZ is up. And that's a loose ball by him. Good demo, but it will fall to speed. He will grab his fourth save in the secondary game as HYDERR moves up. So will TXMPER with his surely, but they'll let speed have the play. So obviously the closer to the ball here. TXMPER, another attempt on target, but mind you, it wasn't likely to go in any form or shot.
Very close for the seeding double from speed. This ball back to him. TXMPER maybe a bit too enthusiastic with that touch, but does get another touch into his own corner. THQOZ, that's a good pass middle. HYDERR hitting it high for his own control speed, but the banger is though there. He does get a touch, but has no boost. Has to be careful though. This ball straight back down. Speed there once again. Back forward hit, and no one to shoot.
So, HYDERR. Ideas rummaging around in their heads here, but nothing actually piercing right through. A simple save by THO has been maybe the word that has been plaguing Saw as in terms of a roster right now. Tipped up here, MIKEBOY. There's a demo in the back lines here. It's a pass, but it's an awful pass in the grand scheme of things.
Has to be careful, gets bumped out of the way. Speed doesn't even want to commit to it early on, just wait for the first initial touch. TXMPER to the side, has to be careful. There's MIKEBOY, can he pass it into the middle? Has the control, looking for the 50, leaves it. Can't get the 50 himself. Speed now one hit forward, and there's the follow-up from THO, but it's too weak, too easy, and it seems that's to be the story from Sir.
It's been far too often where we look at these sort of shots happening, what, in the sort of the middle of the park, let's be fair, and you're just asking the keeper with so much experience on either of these side here and sort of going, can you save that? I mean, how realistic do you want to be here? And that's a fabulous save in the grand scheme thing. Not accredited officially, but it will be the last dying seconds.
This one bouncing up, still a bit of hope for us, but you don't want to go too down. TXMPER has to be quick here though. An awkward ball back into the middle, well placed, well passed. But it's TXMPER first to the ball, and the second one is HYDERR who gets it past the last man. Belligal 2-0 up and looking for another sweep.
It must be awful being good at the game.
Surely is.
No, I'm trying to remember the last time I was good at it, but no, it hasn't came to me.
Same, never been there at all. But I do want to say one thing. I do like the entire builds that Belligal has. It doesn't seem like it's overly reliant on just one player. Even though we've been screaming Speed's name the entire series through, it has also been TXMPER. It has also been HYDERR. They've just done things that you don't see as often. Speed has just been a bit of the showman, like he always has been. But the entire team is well fit together, well put together, and it seems that everyone can do their thing and step up when necessary. There's never too much weight on just one player.
Well, the only sort of potential snag to that, not to be awkward in the situation, we haven't seen HYDERR step up to it, but it's more the case of yeah, that's exactly what it is. He hasn't needed to.
HYDERR can step up whenever he is asked to step up, but right now it's not necessary because TEMPER and Speed are controlling the offensive ends normally. HYDERR this time around does have control, just slows it down, lets his team get boost.
So, and a bit of touch of randomness, the potential play that the man who has been highlighted by myself hasn't highlighted in terms of his performance, but what I was about to say is that HYDERR and TEMPER, of course, former teammates of an Italian world champion, of course, Speed's former teammate, Speed, so it's interesting that maybe there might be something in the waters here if the former Liquid player is going to familiar ground here. It is, of course, has provided some success in the past. Here's HYDERR, blocks that one away. Here's a very much tempered set of an opening here.
Well, TEMPER trying to read this play from MIKEBOY. Good little solo play, just needed it 12. Just one pad more. Just one pad would have been enough to get that goal into the net, but this time around they have to go back into defense once again. MIKEBOY misses the ball right there, but luckily though, he's right there with the pinch back into the middle. HYDERR goes high, looking for the ceiling double, maybe one more, but THQOZ reads it perfectly.
Speed's there, no bump. HYDERR is rotating wide. Had to, because TEMPER decided to just lag for his own sort of greed onto the ball here. Will be a secondary touch off once Speed's lurking in the box. Oh, that was clever. But you asked for one pad earlier, which HYDERR had his particular turn.
Speed into the middle once again, THQOZ. Big moving ball though is upfield, but TEMPER has a touch forward once again. Speed being annoying to THQOZ. TEMPER on the backboard, slowing it down. And the game has neutralized once again, but not for Speed. Speed doesn't care if it's neutralized or not. He just bangs it forward once again.
Potentially, we might see the salt coming out from that particular environment, but we have yet to see whether it will be a catalyzed set of it or a homogeneous set of reactions. But another 2 minutes still to find out here. There's another pop into the middle with HYDERR. One control, second not ideal, and it should be a slice across the box here, and that was played well.
A well-played shot, good save from THQOZ as well, who has been keeping his team alive right now, but being alive is not enough. You need to do more than this. As TEMPER with no boost still gets it past one.
HYDERR. They'll pass the first one, though MIKEBOY. One secondary touch back into the play here, and Speed moves into it. And frankly, we are maybe just heading to the pop playlist at the moment. We know it's near the Christmas time, but staying alive, well, unfortunately, who's going to be hitting the G? But there has been no buzz to this particular match.
HYDERR trying to write his own song, maybe a bit of a remix this time around, but can't find it around MIKEBOY. Guess it wasn't very well liked, but this one, it's an age-old classic, Danny. The old banger past the last man.
Well, I know that tune far too well. I also like this pop classic as well. Diabolical.
Haven't heard that one in a while. It's been a bit. It used to get played so much, Danny. It used to get played so much.
Well, that's because, you know, the DJ didn't know any other tunes.
Well, the DJ right now is just looking at a bit of a gameplay where there seems to be no hope for no entrance to get through the bouncer, not allowing them into the club. As TEMPER once again into the air, looking for a second touch. Can't find it. It's HYDERR into the middle though. Gets bumped a tiny bit, but does find a connection, but the connection goes the wrong way.
Was there ID? Well, it's been rejected there. It's been taken by the scruff of the deck, and TEMPER has been sent to the bins effectively. Speeds up, blocked it goes, and there is maybe last orders for THO.
And they're all screaming, we want one more song, one more dance, one more to go. But who is going to be deciding that? HYDERR bumps again, ball a bit too far wide. Can't seem to get his own goal. THO going into the air. THQOZ blocks it off with the save from HYDERR. MIKEBOY, no touch from him. One more into the back. There's THO. THO high for THQOZ, but not high enough. Easily hit away by TEMPER. Now back into the hands of HYDERR. Looking for the middle pass, but can't connect to it.
TEHQOZ, though. MIKEBOY rotating to the back end of it. There must be a long queue here for the jukebox, and there will be a nickel put into this one. Chasing down here, Speed. Well, he's the old geezer who knows how to play the piano himself here. He knows how to be a fabulous pianist. It's himself here as TEHQOZ. Blocked it goes. Surely one last roll of the play.
So, going into the air, but not the touch he needed. Speed going far and wide, banging it forward once again. TEHQOZ, the one man you would like to have control right now if you're Sir, but he can't do much of it. Got blocked, and this one drops down to the ground, Danny. And I think the record player may be broken, because I've heard this one before.
But can we play it again? One more time, surely.
One more time, that's what Belly Gold would probably like. Another trio sweep to their name already. Maybe one more could do the trick and get them to win. But then again, they need a 4-0 this time around, Danny. So it would be a remix. A bit different.
Oh, that's a shame. That one will hit me a little bit more different this time. But you have to give credit. Full dues, of course, to THO. They played well enough to make the series interesting. But Speed, TEMPER, the two flash of brilliances and the calm presence of an Italian, which is not usually put across here, but HYDERR, well, quietly doing the difference.
Making the difference and just slowly letting his team do their thing. And that's an important role to play in your roster. Allowing your team to be confident, allowing your team to do their thing. But let's be honest here, Danny. This is a Speed that you enjoy looking at playing.
I always enjoy Speed. It's even better when he's winning.
Probably even better for himself as well, as they book their way into the grand finals. We still have one more match being played right now over on the Rocket Baguette. So if you want to watch that one, go watch there and then come back for the grand finals. We'll be back after this break.